And this is something that's been a dream of mine for a very long time. I wanted to have a business where I can provide large positive impact in the world, and I feel like I'm slowly building that up here.
The Open for Business program was created as a result of a $20 million investment from Wells Fargo, and we as a foundation decided to deploy that funding by creating 3 different financial products aimed towards asset ownership for business owners and nonprofit leaders in the Miami community.
So the advent of Miami Open for Business came at a really critical time for minority entrepreneurship, not only in South Florida, but in the United States at large. At the height of the pandemic, 40% of the small businesses that closed were Black-owned businesses. So it's incredibly important, not just in terms of recovering from the pandemic, but also creating pathways to wealth creation and asset ownership.
The micro grant funding opportunity for business owners and nonprofit leaders to attain hard assets that they would be able to increase impact in the work that they're doing, the services that they provide, and hopefully throughout the community as well.
Through Open for Business, we're incredibly happy to support small businesses that actually help other small businesses. So they're out here rendering assistance with accounting, bookkeeping, e-commerce, credit repair. We think it's so valuable because not only are they creating success for themselves, they're also creating dividends that will ripple out to the community.
I would say this grant has allowed me to, first of all, give us access to a lot of amazing content that we can use to help our clients. And I feel like being able to have such a good positive impact, helping people to transition from commerce to e-commerce, I feel like it's going to pay dividends down in the future for many of those businesses that are investing now, and I'm just glad I can be a part of their journey.
I always say in the finance world, I'm not the typical accountant. When I decided to complete the application, it was a point in my business that we were growing, we saw the demand. This grant has allowed me to access the technology that I couldn't have done it without it at once. Maybe little by little I would have gotten the microphone today and the camera 6 months later, but it's expensive. It's things that are needed in this world to create content, to create courses and programs, but it adds up. It's at a very exciting time because I am putting together my knowledge, my expertise, in a way that I can share with the world, that I can make a deeper impact and reach more people outside of the one-on-one consulting. This technology allows me to do that.
Coming off of the pandemic, business models have changed quite drastically, and we're seeing a lot of clients becoming a little bit more, I guess, tech savvy. I was able to buy some MacBooks. We actually got some podcast equipment, and we were able also to invest into credit software that actually has AI technology that would actually help make our business a little bit more robust. If you really look at any business function is really based off of the community that it serves. And the community that I serve looks like me, looks like you, looks like anybody who's watching this video. I actually would say my business is blessed because I give back to the community.
There's a lot of hesitation around different funding products, and people tend to go to banks and get the automatic deny, and that sends a shockwave of, this is not for me, I should not go for this, where else am I gonna get the funding to keep doing what I wanna do? And I think a product just as what we've created with the Asset Building Loan Fund creates an opportunity to kind of break down the barriers of that hesitation and allow business owners to see themselves within the funding, see themselves within the use case, and don't think that it's too hard for them to actually navigate, apply for, and hopefully be awarded for. But we at the foundation aim through this program to kind of break down the barriers for folks.
One of the most critical assets when it comes to creating net worth, creating generational wealth, is property ownership. So with collective real estate ownership, affectionately called CREO, we provide up to $500,000, that's $500,000, towards the purchase of a collectively owned commercial property.
This is where it all began. We began to put a little brick and mortar to this, and 23 years ago, we were on this property with about 6 or 7 other agencies providing a one-stop for the children and the parents in the community. I'm still absorbing it all. Owning our own building means so much. And then to partner with other agencies that have the same vision and help us work towards building on this, because as you can tell, this is 3.1 acres of land, so there's a lot of room for growth. Most times we're overlooked as small nonprofits. People really don't understand the magnitude of the work that small nonprofits bring to this community. When parents can't call anybody else, they could call us because they know we're going to answer. We go to schools, we go to court. We are there for the children in our community, and that makes me proud.
Miami is made up of many folks. It's a melting pot, and oftentimes people are looking for a sense of belonging, something that is familiar to them. And small businesses serve as a hub for that. And so there are many small businesses that are replicas of that across Miami that provides a sense of belonging. Nobody looks out better for a community than those who are a part of it. Miami is a community that takes care of each other, and to be able to take care of each other, we need to identify those key stakeholders, businesses within the community, and keep them funding to keep them doing what they need to be doing.